Right now, something powerful is shifting in the spiritual realm. You are not here by accident. You didn't click on this video randomly. You were guided, chosen, pulled by a divine force because Archangel Michael has a message that you must hear tonight. A revelation is coming before the night ends, and the moment the clock moves into the next hour, something in your life will break open. A hidden truth. A breakthrough that has been blocked for too long. A blessing that has been waiting to reach you, and Archangel Michael is saying clearly, prepare yourself. The transformation begins tonight. So remain with me till the very end, because every word you are about to hear has been divinely timed. If you feel goosebumps at any moment while listening, that's the confirmation that the angelic realm is with you, surrounding you, guiding you, protecting you. Before we continue, take a deep breath, in and out, and type in the comments right now, I receive this message. And make sure to share this video because someone you love is spiritually connected to you and they also need this message urgently. Let's begin. There is a divine reason why your soul led you to this moment. Nothing in your life is accidental, nothing is coincidence, and certainly you did not click on this message by chance. Something greater than your own understanding brought you here, aligned this timing, and positioned you exactly where you need to be. And whether you fully realize it or not, Archangel Michael has been guiding you toward this moment long before you arrived. For weeks, months, maybe even years, you have been walking through a season of intensity, a period of spiritual pressure unlike anything you have ever faced. A season where everything felt uncertain, unpredictable, and heavy. You've gone through situations that shook your faith. You faced attempts to break your spirit. You experienced losses that left you speechless. You battled confusion that made you ask questions like, why is this happening to me? Why is everything falling apart all at once? Why am I giving so much and receiving so little? Why do I feel alone even around people? Why is my heart tired but still hoping? You've looked at the sky more times recently than you can count, asking silently, God, when will things change? And even if your voice never left your lips, heaven heard you. Your angels heard you. Your ancestors heard you. Your spirit cried out for help, and heaven responded. Archangel Michael has been watching you closely, even when you felt invisible. He saw the moments you broke down privately. He saw the nights you couldn't sleep because your mind was too loud. He saw the pain in your chest that you tried to numb and ignore. He saw the effort you put into everything, even when nobody acknowledged it. He saw you trying to carry everything on your shoulders because you didn't want to burden anyone else. And now he is saying, enough. Your suffering has served its purpose. You are stepping into your breakthrough season. You may feel chills as you hear these words. You might feel your heart racing or a sudden warmth around you. That sensation is not random, it means the presence of spiritual assistance is near you right now. Archangel Michael is here, standing guard, preparing your path for what is coming next. Think about your life recently. Think about the sudden changes. The unexpected endings. The people who walked away without explanation. The opportunities that slipped through your fingers. The friendships or relationships that dissolved without warning. The internal changes you don't even know how to explain to others. Nothing was lost. Everything was cleared. You were not being punished. You were being prepared. You were being separated from the people, places, and energies that could not go where God is sending you next. You were being removed from environments that were draining you. You were being detached from people who pretended to care but secretly wanted to see you fall. You were being redirected away from paths that were never meant to be yours. Archangel Michael has been clearing your path and removing spiritual interference because your destiny is too powerful to be contaminated by the wrong energies. Maybe you feel like everything around you has been collapsing. But spiritually, everything is being rebuilt. Sometimes God has to break the illusion to reveal the truth. Sometimes heaven has to shake your world to reposition your life. Sometimes the storm must come to release you from what you could not walk away from. You didn't lose anything. You were rescued. Archangel Michael is saying, you have been chosen. You are being elevated. And nothing can stop what has already been written for you. There is something unique about you, something powerful inside you that others sensed even when you could not see it yourself. People underestimated you, not because you had no power, but because they did not know how to measure your strength. You carry a light, a calling, a purpose that threatens those whose hearts are dark. You carry a destiny so large that spiritual attacks were formed against you to stop you before you could rise. But they failed. You are still here. You survived what was meant to destroy you. Every closed door protected you. Every betrayal revealed truth. Every delay redirected you. Every setback strengthened you. What you thought was breaking you was actually building you. Archangel Michael has been guiding you through this storm, fighting battles in the unseen, defending you when you didn't even know there was danger. There are things you survived that you will never know about until heaven reveals the full story. There were moments when your soul was tired, so tired that giving up felt easier than continuing. Yet something inside you insisted on holding on. You kept going even when you didn't know how. You kept believing even when everything seemed hopeless. You kept praying even when God felt silent. That inner voice that refused to stop, that was Archangel Michael pushing you forward. He is saying now, you are stronger than you know. And the time of waiting has reached its end. There is a shift happening tonight. A powerful spiritual alignment is unfolding. You may already feel it, the pressure in the atmosphere, the feeling that something big is coming, the emotional release happening inside you lately. You're not imagining it. The spiritual realm is moving. Signs have surrounded you. Repeating numbers like 111, 222, 444, feathers appearing randomly, sudden chills, strong intuition, meaningful dreams, thinking of someone moments before they reach out, objects falling or electronics glitching without explanation, waking up between 2 to 4 a.m. frequently. These are not coincidences, these are angelic signals. Heaven has been trying to wake you up. To get your attention. To make sure you do not miss what is coming. You were guided to this message because you are stepping into a new phase of your life, a phase where blessings that were blocked are being released, truth that was hidden is being exposed, and power that was suppressed is being restored. The waiting season is over. The transformation has begun. The revelation begins tonight. And that is why Archangel Michael needed you here, listening, aligned with this exact moment in time. You are not late. You are right on schedule. Everything that happened was part of divine timing. If your heart feels like it's pounding, if your eyes feel emotional, if something inside feels awakened, that is confirmation that this message is for you. Right now, type in the comments, I know I was guided here. And keep listening, because the message that comes next is the beginning of the breakthrough you have been waiting for. Share this video, because someone connected to your destiny needs this message too, and heaven will use you as the bridge to reach them. You are chosen. You are protected. You are rising. And the revelation begins now. Tonight marks the beginning of a spiritual shift in your life, a moment that has been divinely orchestrated long before you were even aware of it. Something powerful is unfolding in the unseen realm. The spiritual warfare surrounding your destiny has reached a breaking point, and heaven is stepping in decisively. You may not see it with your eyes yet, but spiritually, the atmosphere around you is changing. A divine order has been issued. A chain has broken. A barrier has fallen. A wall that stood between you and your blessing has collapsed. Archangel Michael has been fighting for you in silence, and now the results of that battle are about to manifest in the physical world. For too long, you have been standing on the edge of breakthrough but unable to cross. You have felt like something invisible was holding your life back, like you were pushing forward but something kept pulling you backward. You tried again and again, and every time you were close, something unexpected came and interrupted the progress. Doors closed right when you were about to walk through them. People changed right when you began to trust them. Money slipped away right when you needed it most. Relationships cracked right when they started to heal. Peace disappeared the moment you felt safe. Happiness vanished the second it settled in your heart. This was not coincidence. This was not random. This was spiritual. Someone tried to silence your destiny. Someone feared what you carry. Forces of darkness targeted you because they recognized your power before you did. People who smiled to your face could not celebrate your rise because they were secretly afraid of your potential. And while you questioned yourself, the spiritual world knew exactly who you are, a chosen one, anointed, protected, and destined for greatness. You are not ordinary. Your soul is ancient, wise, powerful. You carry a mission. You are here to break generational patterns. You are here to break cycles of suffering. You are here to rewrite the story of your bloodline. You are here to bring healing where there has been pain, abundance where there has been lack, love where there has been betrayal, faith where there has been fear. Your purpose is too big for everyone to understand. Your calling is too powerful for everyone to support. That is why you were attacked. Not because you are weak, but because you are dangerous to the darkness. You survived things that would have destroyed someone without your spiritual strength. You are still here, even though there were moments you felt like you were collapsing inside. You kept standing, even when everything around you was falling apart. You kept believing, even when nothing made sense. You kept loving, even after being hurt. You kept fighting, even with tears in your eyes. And now heaven is saying, you have passed the test. Now comes the reward. Tonight marks the turning point. Archangel Michael is declaring the beginning of divine reversal, a shift that will take everything the enemy meant for harm and transform it into blessing. The spiritual attacks that once drained your strength are being dismantled. The energy that was used against you is returning to its source. The darkness that tried to silence you is losing its power. There is justice coming. There is restoration coming. There is revelation coming. And it starts tonight. The revelation is this. Someone who thought they could hide the truth from you, cannot hide any longer. Someone who tried to block your opportunities, is losing influence. Someone who wished to see you fall, will watch you rise. Someone who betrayed your trust, will be exposed. No more secrets. No more spiritual interference. No more delays. Everything hidden will surface. What was concealed will be revealed. What was stolen will be returned. What was suppressed will break free. Archangel Michael is removing every chain that has been placed on your progress. He is cutting every cord that has been draining your spirit. He is destroying every agreement made against your success in the spiritual realm. He is opening a gate that no force of darkness can close. And now heaven is asking you to prepare. You may feel strange sensations right now, warmth in your hands, pressure in your chest, chills down your spine, ringing in your ears, or a sudden emotional release. This is not random, this is confirmation. This is energy shifting. This is spiritual cleansing. This is alignment taking place inside your soul. Your spirit recognizes what your mind is only beginning to understand. Your old life is ending. Your new chapter is beginning. You have outgrown the version of yourself that was surviving. You are stepping into the version of yourself that will thrive. The universe is reorganizing around you. You are entering a timeline where blessings flow, clarity returns, and peace becomes your normal state. The pain you endured was the price of transformation. The loneliness you walked through was preparation for elevation. The tears you cried watered the soil of your new life. The silence you felt was heaven rearranging your path. You were never abandoned, you were being positioned. You were never delayed, you were being prepared. You were never rejected, you were being redirected. Archangel Michael is saying, Tonight, everything changes. Expect a sign. Expect a message. Expect breakthrough. Expect clarity. Expect opportunity. Expect confirmation. Expect peace. Expect restoration. Expect what you once believed was impossible. Over the next hours, days, and weeks, you will begin to see sudden shifts, divine alignments that happen too perfectly to be coincidence. People who disappeared will try to return, but you will not need them anymore. People who rejected you will realize what they lost. People who doubted you will witness your rise. People who hurt you will experience deep regret. Because God is placing your name in rooms you have never entered, in hearts you have never met, in opportunities you never imagined. You are about to be elevated publicly for the battles you fought privately. You are about to receive blessings that have your name on them, blessings that cannot be taken, blocked, or reversed. Blessings that were stored, waiting for the exact moment heaven chose. And that moment is now. If you are feeling this in your spirit, type in the comments. I am ready for my breakthrough. And remember to share this message, because someone connected to your life is spiritually tied to your elevation. And when you rise, they rise with you. What comes next will make every tear worth it. What comes next will answer every prayer. What comes next will shock those who doubted you. The revelation has begun. Tonight is the turning point. Tonight everything shifts. Stay with me, the next message is what activates this breakthrough in your life. Before the night ends, there is a spiritual action that Archangel Michael is urging you to take, something simple yet incredibly powerful. This is not about ritual, fear, or superstition. This is about alignment. This is about positioning your soul to receive what heaven has already released. Because the truth is this: blessings are not delayed because God has not sent them. Blessings are delayed when we are not open to receive them. Tonight, the spiritual atmosphere is open. The portal of breakthrough is active. The angelic forces are surrounding you. But heaven requires your participation. You must step into agreement, into surrender, into clarity, and into faith. Archangel Michael is saying, release, forgive, trust. This is your key. You have carried pain in your spirit that has been waiting for release. You have been holding on to memories that are heavy on your heart. You have been replaying conversations, questioning what you could have done differently, wondering why certain people treated you the way they did. You have been holding hurt behind silence, trying to be strong for everyone else, while secretly collapsing inside. Tonight is the night to put it down. Not because they deserve forgiveness. Not because you are weak. But because you deserve peace. Forgiveness is not acceptance of what happened. It is freedom from it. You cannot step into your divine future while holding the weight of the past. You cannot hold blessings in hands that are still gripping pain. You cannot receive what is coming if your heart is still bleeding from what has already passed. So tonight, heaven asks you gently. Release the burden. Release the anger. Release the disappointment. Release the betrayal. Release the fear of what's next. Release the version of yourself that only knew survival. Say this quietly, or loudly, or silently in your heart, whichever feels right. I release what is not mine to carry anymore. Feel those words. Let them sink. Let them wash through your spirit like a wave. Even now, you may feel heat, chills, tears, or a heaviness lifting from your chest. That is energy clearing. That is Archangel Michael removing the emotional chains that were placed on your soul. That is spiritual cleansing in real time. Now breathe. In and out. Next is forgiveness. Not the kind of forgiveness that excuses people. Not the kind of forgiveness that denies your pain. But the kind that sets your spirit free from attachment. Forgive them for not knowing how to love you. Forgive them for abandoning you. Forgive them for lying to you. Forgive them for not valuing you. Forgive them for breaking what you trusted them with. It is not for them, it is for you. And finally, trust. Trust the unfolding. Trust the divine plan. Trust the timing. Trust the transformation. Trust that what is leaving is clearing the path for something better. Trust that heaven's silence was not absence, it was preparation. Say this with confidence. I trust what is coming. Because something powerful is coming. Something big enough to change everything. Something beyond your expectations and beyond your imagination. Something so aligned that when it arrives, you will say, "This is why nothing else worked." Archangel Michael is preparing you to receive clarity after confusion, peace after chaos, love after heartbreak, strength after exhaustion, breakthrough after battle, elevation after endurance. The energy you feel shifting in your spirit is real. The pressure you feel in your heart is the breaking of old patterns. The emotions rising to the surface are your soul releasing what it held too long. You are transforming. And heaven wants you to mark this moment, to seal it. When this video ends, take a moment alone. Stand or sit quietly. Close your eyes. Place your hand on your heart. And say, I am ready. I allow. I receive. Because once you speak it, you activate it. Once you accept it, you align with it. Once you trust it, nothing can stop it. Tonight is sacred. Tonight is symbolic. Tonight is spiritual warfare turning into spiritual victory. And your part is simple: release. Forgive. Trust. Archangel Michael has already fought the battle. Now he is opening the door. All you must do is walk through it. If you feel this message in your spirit right now, type in the comments, "I am stepping into my new season." And say your name, not for exposure, but as a declaration of identity and power. Heaven knows your voice, and writing your name is claiming your blessing publicly. And then share this message, because someone connected to your destiny needs this same release. Do not let them miss what heaven is trying to give them. This is your moment. This is your turning point. This is the beginning of your rise. As you hear these words, something in the spiritual realm is shifting. The energy around you is intensifying because Archangel Michael is stepping forward now, not as a distant guide, not as a silent guardian, but as a warrior standing in front of your life, declaring victory over everything that has tried to break you. You may feel a heaviness lifting off your shoulders right now. You may feel goosebumps on your skin. You may feel warmth, electricity, pressure in your chest, or tears rising. These sensations are not emotional reactions, they are spiritual confirmations. Archangel Michael is saying to you clearly, powerfully, undeniably: do not fear what is leaving your life. Do not hold on to what I am removing. What you release with tears today will return as joy tomorrow. Every separation, every loss, every ending that has occurred recently was not abandonment, it was protection. The people who walked away were never meant to stand beside the version of you that is emerging now. The connections that fell apart did so because they were holding you back from your purpose. Forces of darkness that clung to your spirit were removed so you could ascend without resistance. You were not rejected, you were redirected. You were not destroyed, you were delivered. You were not forgotten, you were chosen. Archangel Michael is saying, if you could see what I have protected you from, you would never question why I removed what I did. There were plans made against you, spoken in silence behind closed doors, because someone envied your light, envied your calling, envied the blessings that were coming to you. There were tongues that whispered against your name. There were intentions wrapped in fake smiles. There were people who celebrated your pain. There were energies praying for your downfall. But heaven heard what your ears did not. Heaven saw what your eyes could not. Heaven blocked what your spirit could not fight alone. And now the truth begins to rise. Tonight, masks will fall. Deception will surface. What was done in darkness will come to light. The truth that was hidden will break open. Archangel Michael is declaring, no weapon formed against you will prosper. Every tongue that rises against you in judgment will be condemned. The chains that restricted your progress are broken now. The spiritual attacks meant to drain your energy are being reversed now. The barriers standing between you and your breakthrough are collapsing now. Even now, in this moment, you may feel a shift, a release, a weight lifting, a sudden sense of peace, or a feeling of strength returning to your spirit. That sensation is your soul stepping into alignment. It is a confirmation that heaven has taken control of your situation. Archangel Michael continues. Stop questioning whether you are worthy. Stop doubting whether you are chosen. Stop worrying about how everything will happen. I am already ahead of you, preparing the way. Your blessing is already in motion. Your breakthrough is already manifesting. Your name is already being spoken in rooms you have not entered yet. People you have never met are about to open doors for you. Opportunities you thought were gone will return stronger than before. Finances that were blocked will begin flowing unexpectedly. Connections aligned by God will replace everything you lost. There is a divine turning point happening at this exact moment. Heaven is saying, it is time. Time for restoration. Time for elevation. Time for alignment. Time for power. Time for freedom. Time for transformation. You are no longer walking into battle. You are walking into victory. Archangel Michael stands with a sword of light, cutting away fear from your mind, grief from your heart, doubt from your spirit, and energy that does not belong to you. And now he speaks directly into your soul. You are protected. Nothing can harm you. Nothing can stop what God has written. Your enemies have exhausted themselves. Their plans have failed. Their power is gone. They cannot touch what is anointed. You are stepping into a season where people who underestimated you will witness your rise. People who betrayed you will watch you succeed without them. People who ignored you will now seek your presence. People who counted you out will be forced to count you in. This is not revenge. This is divine justice. Heaven lifts the humble. Heaven restores the faithful. Heaven rewards those who endured silently. Archangel Michael is speaking over your atmosphere. Prepare yourself for sudden blessings. Prepare yourself for unexpected breakthroughs. Prepare yourself for miracles that do not make sense. What is coming to you is bigger than anything you lost. What is ahead of you is worth every tear you cried. What is unfolding now will make you say, this is why it never worked before. Your future is calling you. Your purpose is awakening. Your spirit is rising. The days of struggle are ending. The season of victory is beginning. If you feel the presence of this message in your spirit right now, speak this out loud or write it in the comments as a declaration. I am ready for what heaven has prepared for me. I receive my breakthrough. I step into my new season. Say your name, claim your destiny, seal your blessing. And now, Archangel Michael gives one final instruction. Share this message. Not out of habit. Not out of routine. But because someone deeply connected to your life, a friend, a family member, a soulmate, a future partner, is also fighting a silent battle, and heaven intends to reach them through you. Your sharing activates a chain of miracles. Your faith sets others free. This is your time. This is your season. This is your divine moment. And nothing, absolutely nothing, can stop what God has already set in motion. The revelation begins tonight. Listen closely, because what I'm about to say is not a coincidence. You are watching this video right now because heaven arranged it. Nothing in your life is accidental, not the struggles you survived, not the heartbreak that broke you, not the nights you cried silently, not the betrayals that left you confused. Every experience has been shaping you for a divine moment. And that moment is tonight. Archangel Michael is preparing something powerful for you. Something that is going to shift your entire destiny. Something you never even imagined could happen. You may have been feeling tired, drained, overwhelmed, or spiritually attacked lately. You may have been facing financial difficulties, relationship challenges, family stress, or emotional pain. You may have felt like giving up, like you've been fighting battles alone. But heaven is saying, you have never been alone. I have been fighting for you. Archangel Michael has been standing in front of every weapon formed against you. He has been blocking dangers you never saw. He has been protecting you when the enemy wanted to destroy you. He has been guiding you every time you felt lost. And now, the season of battle is ending. Tonight marks the beginning of a new chapter. The chapter where the storm ends. The chapter where your tears become testimony. The chapter where your endurance becomes elevation. Because God is about to replace your suffering with supernatural blessings. What is about to change? Archangel Michael reveals that 3 major breakthroughs are entering your life tonight. Breakthrough 1, financial restoration. Money that was blocked, delayed, or stolen spiritually is being released. Expect unexpected financial blessings, opportunities, approvals, payments, promotions, and miracles that will surprise everyone around you. Breakthrough 2, emotional healing and peace. The pain you carried alone is being lifted. The anxiety, fear, and heavy pressure are being destroyed. You will sleep tonight with peace you haven't felt in years. Breakthrough 3, divine connection. People who are meant for you, those who bring peace, love, growth, and loyalty, are being aligned with your path. Anyone who was draining you is being removed by God. The sign you will receive tonight. Archangel Michael says you will receive a sign within the next 24 hours confirming that the miracle has been released. It may come as a message or phone call you have been waiting for. Unexpected good news. A sudden feeling of deep peace. A dream or a vision. Seeing repeating angel numbers like 111, 222, 444, 777. When the sign appears, do not ignore it, it means your breakthrough has begun. Heaven says, what was once impossible is now becoming possible. What was blocked is now being unlocked. What was delayed is now being delivered. Nothing can stop what I am about to release into your life. There is a reason you were chosen. You are not ordinary. You carry a divine purpose on your life. You are chosen, protected, guided, and watched over by powerful angels. Others may not understand your journey, because it was never meant for them. They didn't walk through what you survived. They didn't cry the tears you cried. They didn't fight the battles you faced. But heaven saw it. And heaven is about to reward you. Archangel Michael says, the pain was the preparation. The waiting was the sharpening. The delay was protection. Now it is your time. Before this night ends, say this prayer with faith. Archangel Michael, I welcome divine breakthrough. Clear every obstacle, open every door, and fight every battle standing against me. I receive my miracle tonight. Amen. If you said that with your heart, get ready. Because something supernatural is going to happen for you within the next few hours. Your story is about to change forever. If this message touched your spirit, type Amen in the comments so heaven knows you received it. And share this video with someone who needs it, because your share might be the reason another person receives their breakthrough tonight. Stay with me because this is not the moment to click away. This final message is extremely important, and if you miss it, you may miss the breakthrough that heaven is trying to deliver directly into your life. Archangel Michael is saying, this is your divine appointment. This is your moment of transformation. Do not take this lightly. You are not watching this video by accident. Something guided you here. Something pulled you here. Something inside you said, listen. That inner voice was not random, it was a spiritual call from heaven. Because tonight, yes, tonight, is the night where everything begins to shift. The spiritual war against your life is ending. The attack against your peace is ending. The delay against your blessings is ending. The confusion clouding your path is ending. You are stepping into a new spiritual territory, the territory of victory, elevation, restoration, and divine blessing. Heaven has been preparing this moment for a long time. Every closed door, every betrayal, every hardship, every loss, every test, they were shaping you into who you were born to become. Archangel Michael is saying, you survived what was meant to destroy you. You are being lifted to a position that nobody expected you to reach. The enemy tried, but failed. You were not supposed to be here. They counted you out. They expected you to collapse under pressure. They thought the pain would break you. They thought the storm would drown you. They thought you would never rise again. But look at you. You are still standing. You are still breathing. You are still fighting. You are still rising. That is not by human strength. That is divine protection. Archangel Michael has been fighting unseen battles for you, battles in the spiritual realm that would have destroyed you if you faced them alone. Every time you felt heaviness for no reason, every time your spirit felt low, every time anxiety attacked your body, it was spiritual warfare. But Michael stepped in. He lifted his sword. He commanded the darkness to release you. He shielded you with heavenly armor. And now, heaven is declaring publicly, your victory is sealed. This is the season where what you lost returns multiplied. What you prayed for appears suddenly. What you dreamed becomes reality. What was broken is rebuilt stronger. What was painful becomes powerful testimony. You are not entering the future alone, the angels are going ahead of you, clearing the path. Archangel Michael's final instruction. Before midnight tonight, take one moment and speak this out loud. I accept my breakthrough. I accept my elevation. I accept the divine miracle that God is releasing into my life tonight. Say it with faith. Say it with strength. Say it believing the impossible is becoming reality. Because heaven responds to faith, not fear. The miracle activation. Tonight, something powerful will shift inside your spirit. You may experience a sudden wave of peace washing over you. A tingling sensation in your hands or chest. Unexpected tears of emotional release. A calm silence that feels holy. A deep feeling that your life has just changed. That is not imagination. That is spiritual alignment. Archangel Michael whispers. Do not fear what is ahead. Your steps are guided. Your path is protected. Your blessing cannot be stopped. What happens next in your life will shock the people who doubted you. The same mouths that spoke against you will speak your success. The same hands that hurt you will clap for you from a distance. God is about to display His power through your story. The world will see what heaven has done. Very soon, you will say, it finally happened. The breakthrough I prayed for is here. You will smile again. You will love again. You will rise again. You will succeed again. The battle is over. The blessing begins now. If you believe this message was meant for you, if you feel this in your spirit, type Archangel Michael, I receive it, in the comments right now so heaven sees your faith. And share this video, because someone you love may be seconds away from giving up, and your share might save them. More powerful revelations are coming, stay until the end of this full message. Your miracle starts tonight.